Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Lost intel. And today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday weekly update. XUR has returned. Trials of Osiris has also returned, finally, hopefully fixed. I believe the map this week for Trials of Osiris is Javelin 4, though that might be updated by the time you actually see this video. But of course, we will cover XUR, all his loot, as well as all the other farms, glitches, and cheeses that you can use heading into the weekend. Today, XUR can be found in the EDZ in the Winding Cove, up on the cliff. And for the loot today from XUR, he has, oh boy, we have the exotic Ingram, of course, and then we have the Telesto, the breaker of breakers. This is the most glitched exotic weapon or piece of armor in the game. It just got removed. I actually have no idea why they're selling this. It's gonna break a bunch of stuff. Watch out in Trials this weekend. Literally, like last week, I believe there was another Titan glitch associated with the Telesto, even after it was brought back. If you haven't been keeping up to date on all that stuff, essentially the Telesto bolts work as enemy kills when you blow them up with, say, a grenade. In certain cases, not always, but that's the way it's happened in the past, and people have just found different ways to do it, where it allows you to either get motes of light to get your super back, or to get, in certain cases in the past, bonuses to damage when it comes to certain subclasses. If you don't have the Telesto, pick it up. But today, XUR is selling glitch weapons, and what can I say? Alright, we have the Bombadiers for the Hunter class with a 65 total roll. Absolutely crazy roll, honestly. 18 mobility and 23 discipline. Definitely pick this up. 65, anything that's 65, if it gets anywhere close to that, that is next level. We have the Mark 44 stand-asides with a 66 roll. Jeez. Lots of stuff today. With 23 intellect, 11 resilience, and 16 recovery. Again, definitely pick it up. 65 and 66, they don't come around too often. And then we have the Winter's Guile, or Winter's Gale, however it's pronounced, for the Warlock class. 61 total roll on it. Not the best, but the distribution is interesting. Not really the things that I would go for necessarily on a Warlock, but 24 strength and 20 recovery, so really high in those stats. Could be something you could use to put together a fairly good build. So that's it for the exotics today. Of course, like I said, we have the exotic Ingram. On the second page, we have the exotic Cipher. Remember, if you have an exotic Cipher, you will not be able to pick up an exotic Cipher, so go use it. You can use these to purchase exotics from the tower kiosk. Some great exotics in there, so go use it. Remember, if you're trying to level up a second character, I'm sure most people have, if you play on more than one character, have leveled them up past 1320 at this point, but you can purchase all of these exotics for a second character. So if I had a, Titan that was at 1300, I could go and purchase the 1320 and transfer it over from him. That might seem like a small thing, but if you're new to the game, you might not know it, and this is really one of the few places you can actually do that, especially with exotics. So, on to the rolls on the weapons, because now we have the legendary weapons. Looks like some interesting stuff here. We have the Galen 7 rifle, pulse rifle. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. 390 pulse rifle. Nothing too special about it. We have the 7th Serif Officer's Revolver. These are really good if you can get time payload on them, I find, the 180s. They do really good against Overload champions. This one has Osmosis, Firmly Planted, We have the Gnawing Hunger, which is always a good 600 RPM auto rifle, but Zen Moment, multi-kill clip, not the things that I would go for, though not terrible. We have the Distant Tumulus. I also don't think I'm saying that correctly. Bungie, you need to make these names easier. Please. Opening shot. Fun perk on a sniper for sure. We have the Wishbringer with opening shot. We have the Temptation's Hook with Relentless Strike and I don't even know what that perk's called, but I'll just quick attacks immediately after swapping the sword, do additional damage. Temptation's Hook, I don't know. I haven't been using swords. Well, I do use a sword, but I usually use the Falling Guillotine. So I don't know where this really lies, but you used to be able to could throw your damage with this, so that's not terrible. It might come in handy in the Hollowed Lair. And we have the bottom dollar, 120 with Dragonfly. 120 seem to be making kind of a comeback, so you might want to check this one out. For legendary armor today, we have the Vigil of Heroes set. Gauntlets 58 total roll. We got 60 on the chest armor. We got 61 on the helmet, and we have 62 on the leg armor. And that's going to be it for all of XUR's loot. Thank you so much for watching. If this is everything that you wanted to see, sorry for butchering the names on some of them. You know, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't do that at least once or twice. But that's going to be it for XUR. Going to make my way over to the tower really quick. See what we can get for some upgrade modules, maybe. Check out some of that Trials loot. I think it does rotate, if I'm not mistaken. But on the way over there, let's just cover everything else you can use heading into the weekend as far as glitches, farms, cheeses, for solo players, or not. But I do like to do a fair bit of coverage for solo players, as I was a solo player for a long, long time. And certain things you just can't get if you're a solo player, like Spoils of Conquest. And I keep getting this question, does this still work? Okay, definitively. I'll make another video on it if you'd like, maybe over the weekend. Definitively, you can still glitch into the Vault of Glass and get Spoils of Conquest from the first secret chest. I don't know how many times people are like, this is patched, this was patched. It wasn't patched. You can do it. I'll show you all 3 characters, 5 spoils every time. So that's 15 you can get. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're a solo player and you're not doing any raiding, yeah, it can be worth it. Let me just check out what the Gunsmith is selling really quick. Also, and I just made a recent video about this, you can go and solo the Kali encounter in here, the Last Wish raid. Boom, right up here. Last Wish. That video will be linked top right corner of this video in the tabs or at the very end of the video. You can go and get 3 extra Spoils of Conquest from that encounter, as well as some really good raid loot, which is, you know, you can decide if you want it or not, but there's some good stuff from the Last Wish raid. You can get that. You can do that on all 3 characters. It's a little bit more difficult on a hunter, but it's very doable. Looks like for upgrade modules, if you wanted to buy some before heading into Trials today, we're selling them for Etheric Spiral and Barium Boughs. Go check out what Spider is selling those things for. On a good day, maybe you'll get some Barium Boughs or Etheric Spiral being sold for legendary shards. Had a hair in my mouth. Those are good days. Okay. Let's head over here really quick. Let's just see if I'm making things up. I thought the loot rotates every day, but maybe it doesn't. Or every week at least. Alright. looks like we got the Eye of Soul, Adept. We have the Igneous Hammer, Solar Scar, Shura's Wrath, Reed's Regret. Looks like it doesn't rotate. Not the way I thought it did, at least. But all good stuff. Reed's Regret is something I'm actually really enjoying using. Like I said, the 120s seem to be making a comeback, so if you can get a good roll on an Igneous Hammer, might be something you want to do. To use in trials. Okay, now on to one other thing that I do want to cover. The Nightfall. Specifically the Grandmaster Nightfall. It is the Hollowed Layer strike. I made a video about this earlier in the week. I covered every single glitch that you can use in this particular strike. Ones that you can bring with you, as well as ones that you can actually do in the strike. Some have been patched. Some are like mechanic sort of bending type things. Some are cheese spots. But there's a bunch that you can use. I'm not going to list them all right now. But if you are having trouble completing the Grandmaster or even the Master level, or if you're trying to go for a solo at like the, what is it, 1310, 1320? Let me see what that is. 1320? Yes, if you're going for like a solo legend, you can use all of these. They're good to know. We cover all the types of stuff. Like I said, you can bring with you a couple of items that you can bring that really help out, that are currently glitched and let you do some things that you're not supposed to be able to do, like infinite heavy ammo. And then a few are things that you can do to basically just slow up the amount of ads that you get, as well as negate some of the tethering effects of the boss. Also get to a couple of places that allow you to avoid ads to get altogether. You know, things that you want to know. Things that I think every player should know, especially ones who are having trouble. And that is going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in here helpful. Definitely pick up the Telesto. It's a rare day for XUR. He's selling glitches, guys. It's the way it is. As always, if you liked anything on this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on all post notifications, that bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. To be entered into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, all those things apply, of course. And you can leave a hashtag XUR or a hashtag Beyond Light or hashtag Season of the Lost in the comments section down below. That'll enter you a second time into those future giveaways for this video. Remember, those stack between all videos. If you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. As I said, the next giveaway will be at 55,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we'll be very close to the Witch Queen expansion by then. That's what we're giving away, so also keep that in mind. And as always, I'm Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you next time.